Happy Tuesday, Pinkfresh Studio fans, and welcome to our new product release called Beautiful Life that is available in our online shop now. And in this video, I want to show you all of the products that we have in store for you. So first up, we have two new floral product suites in our Beautiful Life release. And this one right here is called Magnificent Magnolia, and it consists of a 4x6 clear stem set, a coordinating die set, a layering stencil set, and a press plate. And this beautiful stem set includes one large magnolia blossom cluster, and then one main sentiment, "You make life beautiful," as well as a smaller one, "Sending you strength," and this right here, "With love." And then the coordinating dies are there to cut out the main image, the main sentiment, and the secondary one. And the same goes for the press plates that also include the main or the image, the main sentiment, and the secondary one. And if you're not familiar with the press plates, what you can do with those is not only use them with your Spellbinder's letterpress system for a letterpress effect, you can also use those to hot foil, and you can even extend the use of them by using them for dry embossing with the correct sandwich in your die cutting machine. So lots of different uses for these press plates. They are a lot of fun and add beautiful detail and texture to your your projects. And then finally, the layering stencil set. This is a 3-piece set, and each layer colors in a different part of the image. So you have one layer for this darker part here, another stencil for the lighter part, and then the third stencil for the leaves. And then the second floral product suite in this release is called Butterflies in Bloom, one of my favorites. And this one also consists of a 4x6 clear stem set, coordinating dies, a layering stencil set, and the matching press plate. And this clear stem set includes one large floral cluster with different flowers, as well as two small butterflies, and these are all merged together on one stamp, and for convenience also merged together on the die. So the butterflies are cut separately, but you still get one die, so you can stamp and cut everything in one go, which I love. And you get two sentiments, or two main sentiments: "You make my heart flutter," which I think fits perfectly with this butterfly theme, and "Celebrate all you have become." As I said, the coordinating dies cut out the main image and the two main sentiments. And the same goes again for the press plates. And the layering stencils, this is a 4-piece set that again colors in, where each stencil layer colors in a different part of the image. This is a very beautiful set, or both are, and here's some inspiration with those two. I already got to play a little bit. So this is the Magnificent Magnolia set, where I used the press plates for hot foiling. And then here I used the Butterflies in Bloom product suite, the press plates again for hot foiling, and then on this card I also used the press plates with light gray ink for a letterpress effect on the background. And then of course the layering stencils to color in my images. So I think both product suites are a lot of fun, and by changing up the colors you can make them fit any occasion or any style. I think they are both very versatile. Now next up we have this set, or this product suite, called Grateful Greenery. This is another one that includes a 4x6 clear stem set, coordinating dies, a layering stencil set, and the matching press plate. And this one includes a large leafy sprig, which kind of reminds me a little bit of eucalyptus, but by changing up the colors you can make it, whatever you like basically. And this is a very beautiful big stamp, so it can fill most of your card or card front. So you can have this as sort of a standalone element and then just add in a beautiful sentiment and you're good to go. And the set also includes 3 main sentiments: grateful for your kindness, glad we are friends, and hang in there in this beautiful scripty font. And then 2 smaller ones, thinking of you and wishing you all the best. And the coordinating dies and press plate include the main image, the 3 larger sentiments, and then for the 2 smaller ones you can simply stamp them onto a sentiment strip and cut them out that way because they are quite simple shapes. And the layering stencils include 3 pieces, so again coloring in different parts of the image. So 1 stencil for the leaves, 1 for the berries, and 1 for the stem. And this is another favorite of mine of this release. I have lots of favorites actually. And I already got to make 2 cards with it, very different ones, but I wanted to show you how different this set can look by just changing up the colors. So this is a little bit more realistic, or with the green leaves and the brown stem and red berries, and a little bit more elegant. So this would also work perfectly for the holidays, I'd say. And then this one right here is a little bit more, bright and cheerful. And I absolutely love how this one turned out. So this set will definitely make an appearance again on my cards. And then next up we have another product suite including a stamp set. This one is called Floral Kaleidoscope and it includes a 6x8 clear stamp set, coordinating dies, and a coordinating layering stencil set. And this clear stamp set includes 8 pieces, so all of this up here is merged together on 1 stamp, apart from the Love You, which is separate. And then all of this down here again is merged onto 1 stamp apart from the 2 sentiments. So you can go ahead and stamp everything in one go and then use the 3-piece layering stencils to color those images in. You can see some inspiration here, but this is a set that gives you lots of variety, lots of different design options, and I will share some design team inspiration with you in a second to show you how different the projects with this set look. But I also wanted to go ahead and highlight real quick that this is also a really easy die set. So you get 1 big die for the upper part, 1 big die for the lower part, and then 2 more dies to cut out the inner pieces or the inner parts of those 2 circles if you want to. Now next up we have a few products that are kind of embroidery inspired. So we have this 3-piece die set including a large embroidery hoop, a smaller one, and then this 1 die for the 2 screws you can put at the top of your embroidery hoops. The smaller embroidery hoop measures approximately 3 inches and the larger one 4 inches. So both fit on an A2 size card. Or you can also use them on their own for shaped cards or for gift tags. And there's lots of fun uses for this product, and you can perfectly combine it with these 2 sets. So first up is the embroidery blooms. This is a die, so it's actually 1 piece. And I'm going to grab it real quick and show you. And then let me put this to the side. And then you get a 3-piece layering stencil set. So there's no stamp for this, but you can just use the stencils to color your images. And what's great about this set, because you don't have a stamp that would help you line up your stencils, what we do is you go ahead and stencil in your first layer, and you also ink blend or ink those 3 little triangles. And I'm going to grab my offcut here to show you. So you can see those 3 triangles here. And then when you're done with your first layer, you go ahead and line up those 3 triangles again. And that way everything else is perfectly lined up, so no fiddling around with your stencils. Then you go ahead and ink blend the second layer. Same goes for the third layer. It's as quick and easy as that. And then when it comes to die cutting, you just take your one-piece die, turn it around, and again line up the 3 triangles, and you get a perfectly die cut inked image every time. And you can see here that there's a little bit of a margin, so if your die shifts a little, that's not a problem. You will still get the perfectly colored die cut pieces. So that's a very fun set to add to the embroidery hoop, and I'm sharing some design team inspiration with this one. And then the other set that goes perfectly with the embroidery hoops is called 4 Seasons. This is also a set or a product suite consisting of a die and layering stencils, so no stamp. And again, it's a one-piece die. And as the name suggests, 4 seasons, so each of the circles represents 1 season. And you get a 5-piece layering stencil set to color those circles in. And this one works the same as the embroidered blooms. So you again have the 3 triangles to line up, and the same on your die. So here you can see what this could look like. And what's great about this die, I think, same with as with the embroidered blooms. Let me grab it again, because I don't think I showed you in detail. Both of these add great etched details, so reminding me a little bit of actual embroidery or like needle stitches. So they add some fun touches to your elements. And then I've gone ahead and used the embroidery hoop and the spring and summer circles on this fun little spinner card, using a sentiment from one of the product suites I shared earlier, and also one of the butterflies that I had left from the Butterflies in Bloom set. And here's some more design team inspiration with this. And then finally, last but not least, we have a few more dies as well as 1 press plate. So we have this Decorative Circles 3-piece die set. So the largest die cuts out a scalloped circle with this dotted edged edge, kind of looking a little bit like a doily. And then you can add the second largest die in for some detail on this large scalloped circle. And then the smallest die cuts out smaller pieces that you could layer on top, for example. And then we have this beautiful cover plate die called Stitched Chain. Also, again, kind of repeating this theme of the stitches, the embroidery inspiration, and this adds some beautiful detail. And what's great about our cover plate dies, I think, is that they don't have an edge, so they won't cut out the panel. They will simply cut whatever is on the plate itself. So you can extend your die cut panel for using it on a slimline card, for example, or you could die cut directly onto your card base without cutting it in half. And this is what it looks like. Trying to tilt it in the light so it actually kind of catches those little details. And here I use the decorative circles. And then finally we have this press plate called Dashing Daisies. So this is a great design. It's sort of geometric, but still sort of kind of whimsical floral design, again with those dashed lines suggesting a little bit of embroidery or stitching. And this adds some great texture and interest to your cards. And I'm also going to share some design team inspiration so you can actually see how great this this press plate looks. And then finally, last but not least, we have a new addition to our alpha dies. We have 2 sets. So we have the Jody uppercase alpha and the Jody lowercase alpha. The name being a nod to our new director of operations, Jody Morrow. And this uppercase alpha includes 26 pieces, so each letter is included once. And every letter has, again, this beautiful sort of dotted, stitched design that is being etched into the letter. So it's not die cut, it's just kind of etched in there for some texture. But I could also see myself using it as sort of a stitching guide to actually stitch on the letters. I think that would look great too. And the letters measure approximately 1¼ inches in height and then 1 inch in width. Of course, depending on the actual letter, but just to give you a rough idea. And then the lowercase alpha die set includes 33 pieces. So for some of the letters, we have a second design option. So for the lowercase b, h, l, t, r, and y, we have a second option. Oh, and for the f, not sure if I mentioned, with a little bit of a flourish. So you have some variety, and you can mix and match this set together with the uppercase or use it on its own. I think they are both great to have and have a great size for not only for cards, but also for scrapbook titles or layouts. Now, this was our entire Beautiful Life release, and I want to go ahead and share some more design team inspiration with you, and also mention that to celebrate this new release, we are having an Instagram hop where we are also giving away the entire release as well as 10 $50 gift cards. And on this video, we are also giving away the entire release as well as on our blog. So make sure to check out all of these stops. I will leave links to everything down below. And we hope that you are as excited about this release as we are, and hope to see you soon. Take care.